Well, greetings everyone. It is a lovely January winter's day in the town of the hill, and I am the beard. Welcome back to episode 6 of Ostriv. This is going to be an interesting one. I don't know if you just noticed over my shoulder there, but some exports and imports rolled into the town, and they've chosen a new pathway, and it's through here. So our planned sort of making the guys use these big roads is sort of working out. So they enter down here and sort of go through off into this trading post here today. Now I've got a stack of notes down here. There have been a huge number of you who've joined us. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers and those of you just watching these videos. I really am very happy to have you guys along. Got some great comments and suggestions. We're going to try to get to sort of most of them, if not all of them, today. So here you go. Here is a trader wagon coming through, as I said, in exactly the spot that we kind of wanted them to. Isn't that good? Look, they're gonna make their way through that little arch there. Mighty fantastic. He almost hit his head there. Anyway, right, so the first thing that we have to check on is, and mind you, I have actually changed this already, but one of you spotted with an eagle eye that there was the correct hiring, seasonal hiring options here. We had it swapped around by mistake. So we're all good. We got 7 people being hired in January, February, November, and December. The rest of the year, there is no one working in the construction office. And if you can see, actually, there's only one thing being constructed at the moment. That's this gazebo here. Way too many builders on that gazebo. So I'm actually going to pause this while we talk about some of the other things that we need to do, because I think today is going to be all about the building, or at least placing down a lot of buildings. So I would like to talk to you about another suggestion. The suggestion is that this area down here should become sort of cowland, because then they are appropriately close to this set of fields over here. And can you just imagine the pretty sight of the cows being led to the fallow pastures through the little fishing village over here? I think it could be really cool. So I think that we do want to start clearing some of these trees there in preparation for said cows. Let's take our one and only forestry over here. Let's mark some trees for removal. I think we're going to do these. We're going to start with, there's those lovely sprites. Let's start over here. We'll just mark these guys here. There you go, like that. And maybe unmark the ones along the edge. Where's the unmark? Yeah, ones directly along the edge. We want to keep those guys, maybe. Just those ones there. Right. And I think that at some point we're probably going to have to build another forestry hut. Section lumber kind of works, because that one is definitely not gonna cut it. It's just not gonna cut it. So I'm thinking maybe like one out here on the outskirts of town. I'm trying to think about where the next sort of great spot would be. I'm thinking of planting some trees along here as a buffer zone at some point for all the iron mining and activity that goes on here. So maybe what we will do is actually, let's do that now. This is the first one we're gonna do. It needs to happen at some point. So let's put down another forestry building. It is going to need to happen. We're going to need another smithy and a whole bunch of other stuff at some point as well. Some eagle-eyed human pointed that out as well. We've only got one smithy. There it is. It's not going to do us for much longer. So we're going to have to figure out what to do about that one. So I'm kind of thinking there's this farm over here. We could put it over here. We could put it all the way down here at the bottom. But I kind of like the idea of it being up here if we're going to use this top end as forestry fields at some point. I'm still not quite sure what we're going to do right on top of this ridge. It's going to be very, very interesting. I kind of like the idea of it being out. So this is still very rural, or meant to be very rural out here. So yeah, let's put it over here, shall we? I want to kind of line it in with the way this fence is going here. Everything has to be aligned well in this town. I'm thinking maybe something like that. Kind of a corner forestry. Okay, we can unpause the game now that we've got something else down there for our joyous builders to pay attention to, because they definitely can. All right, wait, let's leave it on slow while we plan down some others. So that wasn't what I was originally planning to do here, but that's what we're gonna do. The next thing that I'd like to do as well is think about getting some chickens very, very soon. So let's have a look at what chickens can eat. They can do the wheat, the barley, the buckwheat, the sunflower, and the linseed. Let's have a look at our resources. What have we got? We don't have any buckwheat in store. Okay, we need to get some. We got some linseed. We could actually we could feed them linseed. Let's do. Should we do 500 linseed? Can we do that? 500 linseed. There you go. Stock that with 500 linseed. What else we got? Resources. Yes, there you go. We've got. What else can we feed them? Not much actually. We've got no flax. We've got no buckwheat. We've got no bricks. We've got lots of firewood though. A lot of firewood. We're gonna do. What do I talk about? We have 2,000 bricks. We are making bricks. We can't feed bricks to chickens. You know what I'm gonna do is we were stocking buckwheat in here as an export stock, but I think I'm going to stop that, and instead we're gonna have to feed some chickens some buckwheat. Labor by hands, labor by cart. Yes, let's do that. Buckwheat. Let's do 500. 500 buckwheat. 500 buckwheat. Good. There you go. And that'll hopefully get some laborers in here, and we can stock this for the chickens. And then do we need more than 2 workers? I mean, I don't think we do. Maybe on the off season when they eat a lot more. I'm not sure. Hatchlings limit 15. Livestock limit 20. Let's do 10. Maybe let's just keep low on the chicken coop. Are you selling chickens, by the way? You don't sell chickens. Who sells the chickens again? What are you looking for? Charcoal? We do that charcoal. I'm definitely gonna sell stuff to you. I'll do you 400. 400. There you go. I don't have any apples yet. Ooh, we should plant an orchard. That's what we should do. We can start exporting apples. Apple orchards are amazing. Right, on the list, apple orchards. Just remember that, everyone, apple orchards. Okay, so when chickens come in, we will have a go at the chickens. I think, if I remember correctly, chickens come from Murphia? I think these guys sell chickens. Yeah, but isn't this Murphia? No, that's Takashi. Okay, so maybe if Murphia comes over again, we'll try and buy some chickens from them. We'll see. All right, okay. Then, if we're going to start with cows down here, we're going to need to start on some hay drying, some mowing, some grass, etc. And I did note that in a little bit of a previous update and patch, there was now an animation for mowing and drying, which is very cool. All right, where are we going to do this? Let's set up some temporary mowers. We'll set up some temporary mowers for now. For now. Set up the temporary mowers for now. You know me and the temporary stuff. Okay, let's go. It's not mowing season right now, but it will be soon. And I want to have some start getting some grass in stock. You know, let's put those there. Maybe we do some here. Yeah, that's good. Maybe I should do one out here as well. You know, these are the edges of town. Things change over time. We need to remove a tree there in order for that one to be built. Okay, we can get rid of that one. I don't want to waste time on that. All right, now where are we going to store all of this? Maybe we should get a big hay barrack. Get one of these big, large hay barracks down here somewhere. I'm thinking maybe back here. Yeah, maybe back here. Maybe back here we do a hay barrack. Who knows? There might be cows here in the future. We don't know. All right, let's get the hay barrack in here. It's gonna have to be grown, or not grown, built fairly soon as well, because we're gonna need it for hay. But that's fine. There's the forestry in between, and now that. All right. Okay, cool. So they'll get going on that. And while they're doing all of that, we're going to do stock chickens. We've spoken about we're going to do cows down there. We're going to do hay. Sorry, I'm just running through my list here. We've checked the construction office. And, yeah, someone mentioned we should be thinking about salt as well. So we got to move this. This is what I want to do. I want to move the thatch. Move the thatch building. So I think we're going to move this thatch building over to this side of the world here. Definitely this side of the world. And I want to really leave like a big reedy area here, like it's sort of a part of the thatch sort of farm, if that makes sense. So let's do that, shall we? We need to start removing trees here anyway, so let's put that down. Does that? Oh, we have this forestry up. Let's go over to this forestry over here. Forestry. And what we're gonna do is a resource supply. No. We want to take this over here. Oh, we want to down the wage. Why are they working? We want to supply this to all. Oh, somebody died of old age. Somebody died of old age. Where's the log? Who died of old age? Somebody died of old age. Ospat Buchner died of old age. 83 years old. Where is he? He died in here. He has left the Bookmark family. I think this is probably his son and his daughter-in-law and his grandchildren. So they're wealthy. They're fine. They're fine. I wonder where he got buried. Do you think he got buried here? Oh, look, someone's got buried over here. No, that's Vavara. Someone else got buried up here. We've got one over here. Oh, yes, Oscar, personal log. So he arrived in 1728, and he started working at the stone mining camp that same year, and then he died. So a lot of these old people are moving to town and then just croaking off in town. They take a job and then croak. It's interesting. Okay, so we're gonna move that. That one's there. That's really important. That's really, really important that one gets done. Is this gazebo still going? It is indeed. What is missing over here? In queue, all resources are collected. Then what is taking so long for this gazebo? In queue. They're building the hay barrack. That gazebo seems to be paused. Weird. Okay, while they're building this hay barrack here, I think I also want to mark these trees for removal. Just so they don't stay here forever, because we have to build other things in here. We've moved that now. And now I think we want to do what we've all been looking to do, and that is time for iron. But I really wanted to place down the iron mines this episode, and this is what we're gonna do. Now, I wonder how many iron mines you can, how close they can have to be to each other. So, oh wow, okay. So they don't even need to be. They just need to be on one of these veins. So on a deposit. So I think we can probably get 2 in there. 2 in there, 2 in there, and 2 in there. We can get a lot of iron mines if we want. Okay. How is this first set of iron mines gonna go? Do we put it on the end? How's the furthest down we can go is like sort of there. That's where it snaps on. I think we should do that. Let's go. Iron mine is in, everyone. We have our first iron mine. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. Okay, that's got to get cleared super quickly. Anyone working here yet? Yeah, there's people working in there. That'll go fast. Here they come. They're coming down here to clear it. I think they've already actually even chopped some of those logs. Yeah, there's just 2 trees left to be chopped there, and then we'll move that over the river. Farm here, all going, all active. Great. Okay. Do we want more people? Off season, yes, we only need 2 to be working there off season. Okay, good. Our farms are fine. So now that we've got that iron mine there, and we need to start thinking about a little bit more housing. So I was thinking about doing like a little bit of a housing block here, and then using this forestry to run forestry between them all. So maybe let's just get a village house here. I kind of want some houses around the road here. I kind of think that's kind of cool. So let's do that, shall we? There's gonna be a forest like directly behind it, and this big gap over here, with the pathways that go through the forest, obviously. So actually, what we should be doing is we should be lining this up here, right? Yes. Yes, let's just F1. Ooh, yeah, and there's a nice big thin space for a forest to go behind it. We can even snap the forest on. I don't want this to go too much below there, but I do want this to spin around so that he's facing the... This is occupied. What are you talking about? Oh, there you go. That's why. Okay. So we'll do that there, and that's a house going down there. Yes, okay, yes, here we go. This one's gonna snap in over here, and now we're basically just building. What I would say is housing for the miners, really, like that. Right, I should have left a gap there, but that's fine. that's gonna go up that way. We'll run the forest here, and then the gap to come down through. No. This is wrong. This is all wrong. This is all wrong. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we've got the back button. Go away. Bye bye. Bye bye. There you go. Okay, we got to do this. We gotta. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Now, oh, that's better. That's more like it. There you go. There you go. Let's make a thin one. Thin one. Yeah. And then maybe we'll be able to actually add in another one here. Where's the line? There's the line. Okay, let's just F1 this one. No. That's not gonna do, is it? Because there's the line. If we have to do like a straight line, it's like that. We could flip this and try and squeeze it in like... Yeah, that's the narrowest we can get that house. I kind of like that, don't you? Inside a fenced area. Like that. This should be straighter. Like that. And this should also be straighter. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's a bit unique. Not exactly a straight line, but it's nice to get sort of three houses in there. I'm gonna do it. Right, let's get this field in. We're gonna plant trees in here. This is what we always wanted to do. So, where is our entrance to this forest gonna be? I think it should be up there. Let's put it over here, actually. That would be kind of cool if the entrance to the forest was quite literally in line with this. Like that. And then we go all the way down here to like there. And we literally plot a forest. Boom. In there. Yes. I really like that. That feels really good for me. And then we've got this little area here, which we can do something with. I'm not sure. But that would be a nice buffer zone between the upper parts and the lower parts. And what we'll do now is I think we'll draw a second forest, but in this way here, like this. We'll do this up the tree, up the hill, up the tree, up the hill, where I don't want to maybe make it a little bit smaller, so like maybe there. Yes. And we'll go over here and we'll make it like maybe there. Make like a nice L shape here. Too long. 50 units. Okay, and to there. And then can we get it in here nicely? And I think we can. Boom. All right. That'll be some nice treed buffer zones over here. What we can do is we can plant the trees, and then once they're planted, I think we can actually mark work for plant a tree here. Yeah, okay. So we're just gonna plant those tree seedlings, and those are gonna provide us with some very nice forestry, because obviously there's a lot of charcoal growing here. So that wood's going to need to go through to the charcoal. That's actually what this is. I knew there was another reason we put this up here. I knew there was a reason this guy was up here. It's got to staff our forestry charcoal here. But you know what? It's not all sunshine and roses until you get in your own little decoration here. Let's put in a... Where's the... I wanna get one spruce in here. One spruce. Get another one over here. There you go. Maybe a tall cottonwood if I can. There you go. I knew I could squeeze one in. Get a couple of bushes. Bush, yes. So this is going to be blocked here. Obviously, this is not a pathway here. But it provides this nice little loop through. And our little town is really growing. Okay. Dog rose bushes. Okay, once these are in, we'll fence this up, I think. We'll add a cross fence there. And I think more houses back here as well, maybe. That could be kind of cool. They're divided by the field at the moment. Maybe even the fronts of the houses along the front, so they face down the hill too. That could be kind of cool. I also think we should probably try and build another house over here. Maybe if we can get away with the uneven terrain. Let's see if we can. F1. Let's see if we can get away with the uneven terrain. Probably not. The bane of all builders' existences. Uneven terrain. Uneven. Okay, we are not going to be planting houses over here. I was kind of really hoping that was going to work, but it isn't. We might have to do more fields over here on this upper part, on this upper sort of stretch, just as it stretches over to the iron mines over here. But what we can do is we can get some more houses in this way. In fact, almost exactly this way. I kind of want to do the same thing that we did over there. Make this like quite a long road, maybe with some trees running down the middle. That could be really cool. Like an actual crossway to town. Yes, maybe let's do that. Okay. Warning, no market stalls nearby. Yes, okay. Well, we're going to have to rectify that. Maybe that becomes a market. That's a nice little warning. I haven't seen that one before. That's really nice, actually. Okay. We're going to follow this path over here. And create like a bit of a crossroads over here. It's the main section of town after all. Let's just shrink the size slightly. And maybe spin that one around that way. I do like how there's a sprite existing in there. Yes, I do know there's no market stalls. So a very nice little reminder, though. I really do appreciate that. That's very cool. Okay, F1. Do we get you? I'm gonna shift you like that as well, I think. Yes. Yes. And can we get one more in? Doubt it. Yep, there's the uneven terrain. Okay, so we've just hit the... We're only gonna get... Ooh, we might get one in here. Whoa, okay. Let's see, if we shrink it to there, we do the same thing here. And we do this. No, it's out of bounds. But that isn't. And that isn't. That isn't out of bounds. I kind of like the idea of doing that with the house pointed up towards the hill. This is a very big road here. You're gonna have to do something really cool in here. And this is definitely have to become a small sort of market area, I think. In fact, let's do this quickly. Let's put a market stall. Oh, it's all this uneven terrain over here. Maybe we put the market stall on the hill here. Yeah, that's a good idea. So what we do is we put the market stalls by, which is like a little roadside market. So just a couple of stalls. There'll be stalls on this side here, so there'll be tavern space here. This is just a tiny little holdover here. I'm trying to adjust the camera here so that we can line this all up nicely. There you go. Ooh, nice. It automatically changes now. Oh, brilliant. I don't have to cycle through the options. Fantastic. Lovely addition. Okay, cool. Let's go over here. We want firewood, right? Always firewood. Come on, firewood. 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 And then we've got fish. We've got fish and we've got dried fish. And we've got some potatoes. Let's do potatoes. Potatoes. Do I want to do potatoes? Yes, let's do potatoes with this one. This one over here, we will do... we do buy some carrots. We do buy some cabbage. We do buy some onions. And we do buy peas, which I will stock in here. And then this one here, I want to do clothes and warm clothes and shoes. Shoes and warm clothes. Warm clothes, yeah. And maybe we sell a little bit of sunflower oil in here as well, you know, just to keep things happy. 80% on the wage. We only want to hire women for this one. Laborers, we want to go down to 80% as well. And yes, no seasonal hiring on this one. Okay, let's hire the workers, everyone. Let's do this one first. 80% and 80% laborers. And we're all good. Yes, hire. Awesome. Okay. So now we've got these set up here. Hopefully that will help. That will help with these guys who need assistance. Is this gazebo just never gonna get built? Let's just demolish it. This guy, when are we going to see an iron mine built? Let's see. Is this being... Dismantle this. We'll make you build it later. You did a horrible job at that. And yeah, I dislike this altogether. But we are, however, going to watch our iron mine get built. But 17 open vacancies. 1 for the men. All right, here we go, guys. Come on. What do we need for this? Wood and nails, basically. So come on, bring it over. And then we'll shuffle, I think, a lot of this down to over here. Over here, we're going to do a lot of iron ore. We're going to have some available just now. But iron ore, and then you're going to do iron. And then you're going to do the same. You're going to do iron. And we're going to do iron ore. Let's do 2,500 of each here. 2,500. Yes. We're gonna become iron barons. We're gonna become iron barons of the West. So we're just gonna hold iron in there, and then we're gonna have to start thinking about smelting it. So let's think about smelting it, right? So where's our smeltery? Yes. No, I was hoping I was gonna get it on here, but it's uneven terrain. Okay, where are we gonna get it? In here. Right in here. Okay, or down on this side. Where's the... Okay, so that's the closest we can get it there. That could be kind of cool, couldn't it? Over there. And then on this side, closest is quite literally there. Quite literally there. But we want some of our trade boats to come through, I think. I want some of my trading to be done like around here. Okay, so maybe the trade dock's gonna go there, so that's actually not such a bad thing that this is right by the iron smeltery there. Is it too close to those houses though? Did we build them too close to those houses? You know what? Iron smeltery on this side. Iron smeltery is gonna go on this side here. Yes. This is where the iron smeltery is gonna go. This town's gonna have to expand over here really quickly, and there's gonna be probably another bridge over here for the peeps to get to work. Okay. Right, much planning is gonna need to go into that one, but let's, in the meantime, sit here for a few moments, and watch this iron mine being built. It's something which we'd really get a chance to do. It doesn't look like a very complex building, but it's an exciting day, nevertheless, to see something like this go up. Looks like they're just building the shaft at the moment. There it goes. Some kind of platform. Oh, this is where the sort of the storage platform for all of the iron ore to go in, like the bucket, the raw ore bucket, I would say. I wonder how many people an iron ore mine employs. We're gonna find out now. Look at that, everyone. We have our first iron mine. Congratulations. The village on the hill has an iron mine. So we can place an iron ore mine on locations with available ore deposits. Once built, miners will extract the ore and collect it in storage. There you go, storage bucket outside the mine. As they dig deeper, additional wood will be needed to build mine reinforcements. Interesting. Iron ore can be later processed into smeltery iron. Good. That's very cool mechanic. As they dig deeper, additional wood will be needed by the mine. That's nice. I really like that. Okay, let's have a look at this. Resource supply. Worker by hands, for sure. Laborer by hands and laborer by carts. Absolutely. Laborers, no. Is seasonal hiring? Yes, please. Off-season. On-season, off-season. We've got... How many slots we got here? We got 5 slots. So, on-season, 2. 2 miners. 3 miners. Off-season, 5 miners. Yeah, it's good. 2 extra miners in the off-season. We're going to put the wage down to 80% because we're managing wages here big time. 80%. There you go. Okay, cool. Right, we definitely are going to need more people. There you go. Open vacancies. There are just a crap load of jobs in town. There really are. There really, really, really are. I think it's partly because it's planting season, so they're looking for laborers for all of those. But we'll get a massive population in soon to help with that, guys. We will. Don't worry. Are you working on that? While you wait for them to forestry chop that, why didn't you build some houses? Because houses are kind of what we need right now. Oh, look how far the fishermen are going down. Okay, so now I'm worried that we might have built this too close, but I don't know. Because what we could do is we could get a smeltery in here. Let's maybe do that. I'm gonna do it anyway. We're gonna need a number of smelteries, I feel. And this one here, I do want the sailing boats to go all the way down though. That would be really cool. There's no exit point out here, is there? No. So the boats are gonna go back that way. Would be nice if we get the boats to sail all the way around, wouldn't it? But the smeltery's gonna block them. It's gonna block them. No worries, no worries, no worries. We're gonna do it here anyway. Okay, let's think about this quickly. There you go. I mean, that actually does look really good there. I'm not gonna lie. It does look good. And it makes sort of sense thematically to where it is. And that's, I think, where our actual smeltery is gonna go. That's where it's gonna go. Are you guys actually planting trees in here, or are you too busy chopping trees that I said you should chop? Where are you? And good after. Oh, you are planting trees. Good afternoon to you too. Okay, so you are actually doing some tree planting. That's nice. It's gonna be nice to have this buffer zone up in here. 144 left. 166 left. Okay, so it's quite a lot of trees. And we got those odd lines from the. It's always the it's always something that bugs out, and I think this is a builder or something. This is an odd line between the two. Between here. Do we have anyone working in here yet? No. Maybe what we should do is we should up the wage on here a little bit. Maybe so. I just want to see someone come in and work in the iron mines, to be honest. But for now, we're building these. And that should be good. Right, so what else are we going to do on this episode? We've moved the thatch. We haven't quite moved it yet. Wait, the thatch is ready to be built on the other side. Okay. So let's do this. Make real empty. No more thatch. No more reed. Make empty. Make empty. Go away. Take it away. Put it somewhere else. Can you store reed in here? I don't think you can. Nope, you can't. Can't store reed. We'll take this down, and then we will probably do something along here. Maybe another little market area. I did think about putting a market area here, which would be cool. We have people working in these now. No one yet, but we do have stuff stocked. But they're not selling anything yet because we need workers. That'll happen though. All right, this is great over here. I really do like this. I'm thinking that maybe what we should do is we should put some benches around here. Cannot forget the quest for benches, guys. Cannot and must not forget the quest for benches. That's a nice little path there, isn't it? We're gonna have to plant some more trees along here and make this look more sort of treed up over here. But I really am liking the way this is working. It's all broken up. Please become from Earth here. No. Do you have chickens though? You don't. All right, but we may be able to sell you 200 potatoes, which is not a lot, but it's something. Our money's not doing too badly. I'm really liking the fact that we've managed to keep our money so high. In fact, actually, some people have pointed out that there is really no money in this game because if you run out, you get an extra 1,000. But I kind of, I stay away. I always try and do that. It's happened to me before, obviously, but I try and stay away from it. I call it a self-imposed limit, if you will, or a self-imposed challenge. One day that's not going to be a thing in the game, and I don't want to get myself into bad habits, I guess. I was thinking maybe a bench back here could be kind of cool. This looks like a wonderful place for a bench. There, right there. It's a good bench spot. This is a nice little path going through here, which now needs to be not used as a path, because, yes, for obvious reasons. Give me the fence. Come on. Come on, yes, there you go. Stop using that as a path, everyone. I don't want you to use that as a path. I want you to go around. Go around. Walk all the way around my lovely green area and go that way. Right, there's this gap up here too. I've got this as a farm. It's all active. Good. Good. We're growing stuff here. And I think where I'm looking at really now is kind of where we should start putting houses. And maybe what we should do ultimately is just checking. Nope, not yet. is talk about where the center of town goes up over here, and how we construct this. So let's do this quickly. Let's copy our town hall. The town hall will move here. Now, it would make sense for this town hall to be right on top of this hill. So there's like a big road that leads to it, and then it comes over here. Or we could put it all the way up here, but we can only have one. Oh, we can only have one town hall. That means that we're going to have to take that one down, demolish it, and set one up. So we can get back to having seasonal hiring, because otherwise we've got a problem. Does that mean we're going to have to go through everything and reset the seasonal hiring on the options on them? Maybe we shouldn't have built that there. Mind you, when we built this here, we thought the big back out town would be over there. So yeah, I suppose not too much of a terrain smash. Okay. Are we finally building the thatchery here, people? Thank goodness gracious me. How are we doing on emptying this? Right, the reed is being a problem. But maybe you can take the reed to there. Not that that really matters. I mean, you know. Oh, okay. Are you all the ones emptying it? Right. Get this one up. Let's see if they actually take the reed. It would be amazing if they took the reed through there and not just the thatch. Oh, they are. Look at that. They're going to take the reed over there as well. Oh, that's really good. Okay, we can fire you guys and just use the laborers then. And then over here, let's just go to apply to all. And then hire two. We can actually even just hire one laborer here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Empty this. Go over here. Take it over there. Oh, awesome. Okay. Okay, so we good. We good. This is going to be emptied fairly soon. And we can knock that one down. We got a pub here for when we need the pub, but we need 200 local population for a pub. And we got not enough quite yet. Soon though. This house is up. This is a nice house. Maybe we should plant some low bushes out here. They're gonna have a really nice view across the river, aren't they? Yes. Yes. This is a very main thoroughfare drag over here. I kind of want to start putting in some arches now. Not the big arch. Not the big arch beard. The small arch. Small arch. And let's make it fitties. Yes, like that. Put it over there as well. We'll shape this road up. Where's the path over here? There it is. And in there, please. Should we put one here too? No, there's one over there, so you don't really need one. I think there'll be more fields behind here because it's a very steep ground, so definitely fields. And there's a big road over here that may or may not run up and over. I'm not sure yet. Or it just may be we have more these sort of market stalls down here, maybe. That could be quite cool. Look kind of interesting and different. Ooh, we should do water. We don't have water. Keep forgetting about water down here. Maybe a well. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, let's actually do that. I've never done this before. I've never actually used a well as a sort of decoration piece like this. Let's actually do that. I kind of like the idea of doing that, actually. So that's that one, and that's that one. Yes, then that well, and then this one. Then down there. We'll do dance across and up. Okay, cool. Great. So there's definitely enough housing going up at the moment. Although there are a lot of jobs available in town. There are 40 in total. It's going to take far more than these houses to get those stocked up. And I think we actually might even have miners, which is good because then we have iron ore. Let's do Carter here as well, right? So stock, yes. Wood. Yes, okay, cool. Oh, they're stocking it with wood so that they can dig deeper. Gotcha. So they actually need wood to do that. Okay, cool. So we're starting to gather iron ore, which is really cool because iron ore, I think we can sell iron ore or at least start smelting it very soon. Okay. I'm now perplexed about this. All right, everyone. This is the question. In the comments, please. where do you think on this upper hill here do we put the town hall? Do we go for down in this area in the flats, or do we go up the hill? I'm inclined to do up the hill purely because of aesthetically how it will look. I also know that we can perhaps have a close run down here and kind of create a road, which is what I'm kind of looking for. So if we look at these row houses, we can kind of put them here like this. Ooh, there's two sides to it. And there's the ones with the arches, the whoa, we can do it like this, and then have like a thoroughfare with like a full town. Yeah, oh, this is where we're gonna go. We're gonna start over here. Oh, this is really gonna be the big side of town. This one over here. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. How much are these brick-wise? 10,000 bricks. How many we got now? 5,500. Oh my goodness gracious me. Do we go two floors or do we go 3 floors? 2 floors down here. We'll do 3 floors back up there. Yes. Yes. Okay. Chickens. Murphia. Are you from Murphia? No, you're not. Darn it. We might actually have to send. Let's actually do it. 95. Yeah, let's do it. You're here, aren't you? No. No. Wait. Oh, but they're you. Potatoes. I can do 200. I did just spend 95 on a flippin'. I got none of this for you. None whatsoever. I just want chickens. I just wanted to have chickens by the end of this episode. Goodness gracious me. Right, this house is going up. Awesome. These are these stocks? They don't have workers. So, they haven't sold anything. 90%. 90%. Trying to track some workers to these. Has this been emptied? Please tell me. Yes, emptied. Demolish. Demolish that, my friends. Pull it down to the ground. This town is really looking very good. I do love the way it's sprawling quite naturally this way. And we do want to sprawl out here. So actually, now that this guy has got this stuff over here, they started clearing some of these a few times. Let's get you guys onto clearing this, shall we? Yes. All of this must be chopped down. It must go. It's gonna take you ages and ages. And it should provide wood for years. There's a lot of trees in here, actually. There's a lot of trees. But we're gonna need all of this down because expansion to this side of the world needs to start happening. Yes. Right. New family sitting in town. Good. Still got a lot of open vacancies, but we'll do okay. I'm just having a look quickly at the food situation here. It's not looking the best, to be honest. All we've got from what my cursory glances is 121 potatoes, which means, my friends, that we might have to import some food. Although there's a family moving in, look at that. And think about houses. Houses would be good. Did we get any? We got absolutely no hay barracks off this. There is now an animation apparently for mowing grass. Apply to all. Yes, we don't have enough laborers for the hair dryers. This guy. She's mowing lawns. Look, she's mowing. She's mowing. She's mowing. Oh, I can't click on her. Wait. Slow down. Slow down. Is she gonna go mow? Is she a laborer? Oh, she's just supplying resources. Darn it. I thought she was going to go and mow. That would be great. How much iron ore do we have? 500. Good stuff. And we actually storing any? No, none in there. None in there yet. Okay. That's good. It's all about these houses now, I think. And yeah, maybe getting some houses down onto the side over here. I'm thinking that what we do is because this is going to be all villages over here, there might be 1 or 2 houses along the frontier that have gardens, but then it'll be village housing and then very much into the sort of more brick house type stuff. So I'm thinking maybe what we can actually do is get some of these in here. This definitely needs to be facing the other way. Let's see if I can get him in over... Yeah, that feels good. Yeah, that looks good. It's just really now a game of houses. A game of houses. Like a Game of Thrones, but for accommodation. I suppose it really is like that in the real world, isn't it? It's always a game of houses. Let's put you over there. And I kind of want to slip in one more. Yes, that feels very good. Yes, and this time I want you to be looking at an angle. At an angle. Like that. That's very pretty. Maybe there. Yes. Okay. So we'll do that, and then what we'll do is we'll get some of these village houses to line the way here. Up here like this. We're gonna have to buy some food, I think, to get food into yonder town. Okay, I want to try maybe use these houses here as more of a strong line. Yes. You'll see what I'm envisioning in a bit. I'm going to use the back line there. Yes, the back. The back is the line. So I'm using the back of these village houses here as my guiding point. Maybe we flip this guy here now. We do it like this. Yes. Yes. And yes. Okay, there you go. So we'll get those in there, and that means that we've stocked up a really big bunch of houses. So really, I think, yeah, we'll do that one there. I think that's where I'm going to leave this episode. It's been a good 47 minutes or so that I've spent with you all. We've got the major thing in, which is our iron mine. And we have quite a few houses in place here, and hopefully some more food very soon, because I think actually food, interestingly enough, is the one thing that we're actually struggling with, despite the fact that everyone's got... I think we've gotten away with it because most of our houses have their own little gardens, so no one's really complaining at the moment, but they might very well start complaining soon. And now that we've reached the other side of the river, we will be starting to sort of spec into more housing that has less garden space, or less chance for garden space. It's gonna be more important that we have food. But I really do like the way this little village has sort of delved and developed into this little nugget and depression in the hill there. I think we chose a good starting spot. And I think that if we get this looking like this all the way around here, and then over onto here with fields going around here, it'll be really beautiful. It'll be really beautiful. So as always, thank you so much. Where are we going to end this episode? We're going to end this episode here down by our iron mine. This little sprite, that's where we're going to end. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. Keep those comments and suggestions coming. I really appreciate them. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, as always, smack that like button. Lets me know you did. And I'll see you all for the next episode. Until then, look after yourselves. I am the Beard, signing out.